Nick Rowe's got the pole position alongside Will Brown. A couple of hot shots. They're probably the title contenders too, with Jordan Love, Josh Denton and all BRM Road 2. Fallon on debut, top 5, really good effort. Smith alongside him. But the big news here is that Brent Grove has managed to make it back onto the racetrack after that horrible accident in qualifying yesterday. So that's good news. Huge effort from Team BRM. This is the guy we're talking about to get this car back on the track.
Yeah, you're looking at Tyler Everingham, who just looks so young back through the visor, but an unbelievable job by Team BRM. And I said yesterday, I called it, that tub won't be fixable. Well, same tub, same car, completely rebuilt and finished by 9 o'clock last night. And Brenton Grove is a little sore, but determined to make amends for that small mistake yesterday. And this guy here, Will Brown, didn't quite get pole. Very close. There's Brenton Grove. This is a... Have a look at this for an impact. Look at this.
Oh.
Whack. And that exact car is on the grid today. So real credit to car manufacturer Mygale in France for building such a safe race car.
So roughly, what are we talking about? 7 hours to rebuild that car?
Yeah, pretty much. The car was back. They were stripping it. And automatically, we were looking over the tub, and Mark Reynolds said, I can't see any blemishes on the tub. I think it's going to be okay. So 2 corners, a floor, rear wing, a few other bits and pieces, and here he is. Wow,
that championship is looking pretty close too between the BRM teammates. Nick Rowe, pole position, probably helped out by the fact that qualifying had that crash in it. But he's got a very fast driver in Will Brown, who's driving the car that won here last year in the hands of Jordan Lloyd. They've all got the clear visors on because it's dark and gloomy, but the red lights are on. Cam's Jayco Formula 4, a very quick red light, that one, and it's go. Even Stevens at the front, though. Oh, this is going to be a 200km/h steering contest between a couple of teenagers at turn 1. Rowe has the inside line. Brown has to yield. What was that, a rag or something on the track?
Yeah, something blew out there, but you could see it was a drag all the way down. But unfortunately for Will Brown, he's on the outside and he made the smart move. Just rolled off the throttle, modulated, and slotted in behind Nick Rowe, the pole sitter, who leads away. Nice clean start so far.
Really cool shot as the two were neck and neck. Absolutely nothing in it. Turn 4, Rowe goes defensive, knows that he needs to hang on to that lead. Oh, bit of a lock-up in the background. Everingham fighting away in there behind Fallon. Oh, he didn't know that Grove was to the inside. He saw him at the last second, and Grove picks up a spot. He's actually up 2.
Yeah, good start, Brenton Grove. He said, I'm going to still press on, try and pass as many as I can, but I've got to finish, and he's doing that very well. So good driving by Everingham, though, too. He saw him come up and whoop, and gave him room. There could have been contact there, so good, smart bit of driving by both. Oh, Rowe's a little bit untidy on turn-in, but he's actually covered a bit more ground mid-corner. Back to second gear in the Ford EcoBoost engine. Full power, flat from here now all the way to turn 2 on this Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit.
The fun and games about to begin. Slipstreaming, IndyCar style. Punching a hole in the air will be Nick Rowe. Tucking in behind him will be Will Brown. Jordan Love, who picked up a couple race wins. Looking in the mirrors, when's he going to come and have a go? Is he close enough? Gaining. Can he spring out? No, ran out of road.
And just a little bit of left foot braking there, I reckon, because of the disturbed air. You could hear the RPM dive slightly. I think Nick Rowe was trying to break the toe quite early. So you could see him moving around a bit. Wasn't blocking, just trying to break that slipstream, that draft. And Will Brown now will get a little bit of a toe down here into Honda. It's actually in quite a good spot. You see him just gaining now, but Brown will have to go around the outside. Oh, no, he has a bit of a look. Oh, no, Nick Rowe's had a lock up and run wide. Small mistake. Brown's on, but now this will put him on the outside.
Gee, he recovered from that well. I thought he was a goner. He cleared the pedal and got a turn and just retains the lead, but it's really stacking the front 3 up. Gee, I hope this goes on for the rest of the race, because this is a good battle at the front. 3 fastest guys in the category going at it.
If anything, he just probably braked a little bit too late, I'd say. He went in really deep and I think just outbraked himself slightly. So he needs to get a clear run out of here. He's got to make sure he gets a good exit, because Will Brown was strong out of here and strong onto the straight. You can see he's got a nice little gap, so that might give him the buffer to try and break that toe again down the front straight.
He gets out of MG really well. Early throttle, it's flat the whole way through this long left onto the front straight. He's Done enough maybe, but I tell you what, Jordan loves the guy who's looking like he wants to get a wriggle on here now. Eyeing off his teammate down the front straight. We're doing 200 Ks plus. Not there. Not this time. Good racing at the front.
100% throttle around there. So I think, if anything, this is working well for Nick Rowe, because Will Brown's just probably got a little bit distracted, although Jordan Love's dropped off the back. This is a great three-way dice.
Gee, Will gets out of Southern Loop well, doesn't he? Drove away from Jordan right onto the back of the gearbox ahead of him, but not close enough to turn 4. Rowe doesn't need to go defensive, and he's
had that lock up again. So I'd say he's trail braking into the apex a bit, try and help that car turn, but just a little bit too much brake pressure at the point that that inside front tyre gets light, and just causing him a little bit of grief there. He's losing a bit of time.
Doesn't take much brake to keep the weight on the front of the nose to get it turned, but too much does exactly that. And so you skid out all over each other and driving away from the field. Josh Denton's looking good. He's in 4th. That'll be good enough for a pole position. And Grove has fallen to the back of the pack here.
Yeah, just noticed that too, Chad. So Tyler Everingham, P7, Joshua Conroy, 8th, and Brenton Grove with a 41. So whether, look, there could well be something with that car. I mean, it had a massive rebuild. So whether there's something that they missed, because they warmed the car up this morning and actually had a gearbox issue that they hadn't factored in, or maybe he just had a moment that we've missed somewhere. Is he coming in? No, he is. He's coming in.
It's not quite right. They've done a very good job rebuilding that car, but it's got 1 or 2. He nearly has a moment on the way in. Yeah.
Speaking of pushing hard, look, Jordan Love's on the outside. Will he go right round the outside of Will Brown? He's trying.
Oh, what a move! Gee, that's brave. Wow, 220 kilometres an hour, didn't lift, hung it around the top.
We saw a lot of that last year, didn't we, Chad, at turn 1, where you can go side by side in these cars. A lot of aero grip and tyre grip, and Nat Love's now trying the inside outside. He's gone really deep, and I think he's going to find himself hung out to dry here. Gathered it up. Will Brown was having a look. So Jordan Love's looking very aggressive at the moment. He wants to get through on Nick Rowe, who's driving a nice, smart race so far.
Watch this, around the outside. Good awareness to know that his teammate was there, gave him lots of room to move. But gee, Jordan Love showing some bravery. Year 12 student. Didn't even think about the consequences, just hung it on the top line and got the job done for 2nd. Looking very fast at the moment. Puts the championship leader back to 3rd. Oh, and he made a mistake there, and he can't get the gear that he needs. I reckon he was in 4th gear down the bottom of the hill, and it wouldn't shift back to 2nd, and it's cost him all that room.
So then Joshua Denton's closed up on Will Brown. So something, again, if you try and leave the downshift and have some brake pressure on, the ECU denies the shift. So whether he just got stuck in the wrong gear through the corner there, he seems to be okay now. But look at this, Jordan Love is now going to try and go right around the outside of Nick Rowe. I think he's going to pull it off.
Oh, big slide mid-corner. It worked for 2nd, it works for the lead. What a move again, this time. Holding it flat, the top of the circuit's got the grip to get him to the front. And the 2 West Aussies are putting on a show now. This is good stuff from Jordan Love. Whoa, that was unbelievably brave. And again, good racing from the competitors to know that he's there trying to pull off a move. Simon Fallon now and Jack Smith. This is further back.
Yeah, great battle here for P5, P6 in the race. So Simon Fallon, both of them with the yellow number banners there, being the rookies. So yeah, some sort of front end issue by the looks, and it's on that side that took the hit. So the guys there, Tim Macro at the front of that car. So good driver, coach and engineer. Here's a replay of the pass, switch back. Just got a great run, didn't he, onto the front straight. Really used that toe all the way around the outside. A lot of commitment, full throttle, and good racing on both sides.
Well, Nick did everything that he could. He covered the inside line as Grove exits the pits, and the battle back for 5th position still on. Young kid from the Gold Coast in car 68, the SCT Logistics AGI Sport entry, and good to see Dream Motorsport back. The Cool Drive entry, car 27, the local man from Mornington, 16 years old, from Haileybury High, moves to the what would be outside down at turn 1, and we're going to go side by side. It's Tim Blanchard's cousin in the Dream Motorsport car, the yellow one, number 27.
This will be interesting. Does he hang in on the outside? He's not quite as confident, which is fully understandable, making his first run in a Formula 4 this weekend, coming out of Formula Ford. So he's just got to get used to having that extra grip, trusting that grip, but driving very smart so far. Simon Fallon doing an outstanding job. 37.7 last time round. Combined
age of these two is 32.
Yeah.
They were both born this millennium.
Does make you feel old, very old. But this is good. This is good, clean racing. Jack Smith for SCT Logistics, teammate to Nick Rowe. And this is young Tyler Everingham. He's not that, a little bit of a moment. He's actually not that far back. So this is the youngest guy in the field driving for JRD. 15 years of age, just his second ever car race, and doing a really good job. I've had a good look at some of his onboard vision, his data, really smooth. Just nice and smooth in his driving style. He's got Daniel Reinhardt, former Formula V champion, on the data, coaching. There's a bit of a battle. It won't be long before he's up behind these guys, because they're...
Or waving to him on the grass.
Yes, potentially. So just struggling, if anything, young Tyler, just getting used to cold tyres, getting the tyre up to temperature, coming out of karting. There's a lot more weight and a longer wheelbase car to get used to, but doing a really outstanding job, I think. His mum Cherie here with him this weekend. Dad's working back at home so he can go racing.
And slowly but surely he's reeling these guys in with a good battle ahead. This is the carrot, if you will, in front of him, giving him inspiration to catch, hopefully pass for a top 5 spot. Fallon's got a lot of speed and a lot of confidence, considering this is his first race meeting. Those yellow number plates, like Cameron mentioned, that is for the fact that they are rookies, and gee, the front guy's still going at it, still turning fast times.
Yeah, 35.02 for Jordan Love, 35.2 for Nick Rowe, 35.2 for Will Brown, and a 35.4 for Joshua Denton. So some quick times, and whilst it's looking like it's going to rain, it's very cool, so it's ideal conditions, particularly for these cars that are turbo boost, turbo driven. So perfect conditions, nice, cool, overcast this morning.
1.6 litre 4-cylinder Ford EcoBoost turbocharged engine is Brenton Grove, after working on the left front of this car in the pits. Team BRM, Grove Hire family business on the side pods. His dad, Stephen Grove, a race winner at this track in Porsche Carrera Cup. And he's here this weekend to watch his 18-year-old son back on the track after that nasty crash yesterday. Studies business at Monash University. I think a business degree is a good one for a race car driver.
Absolutely. You need to be a lot of things. You need to be a businessman. You need to be very good commercially to try and find money to go racing. Yep, so absolutely. Salesman and an athlete, first and foremost. So, no, he's a smart boy, Brenton Grove. So there must have been some little issue. Here's the battle. This is not a replay. Oh, Jack Smith just squeezes him a little bit on the exit. They managed to get through. Everingham's getting closer in the background. So this is still a good battle for 5th, 6th, and then 7th. Back to Tyler. So one thing that Simon Fallon will have to get used to is now how to pass in these cars. He's now had a couple of days in the car. He did a test last week. Now he's got to get used to just how to execute the pass. And probably didn't quite have enough room, though, on the outside that last lap. Jack just moved over and covered the line a little on the exit.
This will be a 3-car battle before the race is over for 5th, absolutely. And that would have been for pole for race 2 had we not lost a car yesterday. So that's unfortunate, but it looks like it'll be Josh Denton for BRM on pole as he's top 4. Oh, who was that pulled over? Someone was stopped on the racing line. It looked like a BRM car.
Green flag's waving there now, so it might have been a yellow.
It's Denton.
It is Joshua Denton.
Just when we said he was going to be on pole for tomorrow, and now that battle that we were just watching is for pole for race 2.
Oh, he's got it started now. That's really strange.
That car wasn't starting before the race. They had an ECU change on that car.
Yeah, so that's really strange. It wouldn't start about 2 minutes before they left the marshalling area. Now, so swap the ECU or Walkinshaw. So Walkinshaw Automotive Group are the technical partners in this series, and Charlie swapped over an ECU and the car was fine. So some sort of electrical issue there.
And here comes traffic. So Grove Just moving out of the way, making sure that the boys have got room to move here. He backs out of it, that's clever. Doesn't want to get into the fight. The leaders swing through.
So 34.64, which is a great lap for Jordan Love, although Rose closing a bit. He had 3/10 up on Nick Rowe last lap around, but Rose gained a little bit in this sector anyway. So 34.6, which is a quick time, certainly fastest time we've seen this weekend.
Can he hold stead? Can he see it through? A lap and a half to go. Looking for 3 consecutive wins. Who would have picked that for Jordan Love at the early stage of this championship, making his return. And impressive because these two guys actually didn't race at this round last year. Oh no, that's not what you need to do.
Big lock-up. He managed to hang on to it. It was a big one, wasn't it? So just got off the brake in time, and lucky that there's enough tyre grip that even running a little bit wide, the car still rotated around the corner. And managed to hang on to that one just.
See his eyes peering around the corner, looking where he wants the car to go. And he starts the last lap of the race and gave up 3/10 on that lap, but has got enough of an advantage to break the slipstream down towards the first corner. This is the battle for pole position for race 2. Still going on. Fallon pouring on the pressure.
Okay, he's got out earlier this time, so he's actually now technically right alongside. So can he continue that run into turn 1? I think he's further forward than other laps. He needs to hang in if he can. He's going to try. Jack Smith needs to give him room, which he's done. And he's through. Nice move, Simon Fallon. Good clean racing.
Wow, he had to earn it. Tried lap after lap. And that seems to be the way to get the pass done around here, isn't it? The top side of the circuit, that right front running a lot of camber as well. Really pointing out at the bottom. Although it's not over yet. Check this out. Smith's got a really good run. Fallon has to go defensive. He's on the dirty stuff. He might lock up the tyres. As a result, they go side by side through turn 4, runs him out of road. And now Everingham will pounce.
Let's go on board with Tyler. He took all race, but he got up there. A little bit cheeky, Simon Fallon squeezed him off the road there, but fortunately for Jack Smith, he hasn't lost a spot. And here's Tyler all over the back of Jack Smith now on this last lap. So Jack just needs to... close. He had a look. Good on him. He's had a look. Now he's doing the over and under. He got out of the throttle, but it's all Jordan Love in race 1.
BRM continue their stranglehold at the island. They've won every race in the championship so far, and we have a new championship leader. Jordan Love wins 3 straight. Great race with Nick Rowe and Will Brown 3rd. Fallon up the road there in the yellow and black dream car will get 4th, but Everingham's a shot at pulling out the slipstream. He needs to tuck in behind him. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Now!
Nice move. He pulled out just in the nick of time.
Doesn't get him.
No, not
Doesn't
quite.
get him. 24 thousandths of a second. He had a go.
Good job. You can see he left it right to the last minute. And BRM 1 and 3 split by the AGI Sport driver of Nick Rowe for P2.
With a couple of the bravest moves you'll ever see at the island, Jordan Love goes from 3rd to 1st around the outside at turn 1, and that's a huge result again. 3 straight wins. Nick Rowe 2nd, Will Brown 3rd, Fallon on debut 4th. That's a great effort. Everingham just missing out. You can see the times, how close it was between those two, and Grove still figuring out some issues with that car.